The book is as much the story of your life as it is also of the story of the music business in the past, 40, 50 years or so. When you look back at the business, the actual business of the music, in the book you tell, there are many tales about how things get done, and there are many hits, some misses as well. When you look back, what one particular piece of advice would you give someone today who's 25 or 30 years old, anxious to have a career similar to yours? What do they have to have? What are the two things, let's say, that are necessary to even think about having a career, the kind of what you had?
Well, there are a few points I would make to answer. First of all, well, to answer it directly, one, a work ethic.
Yeah.
A work ethic so that there's no limit to the amount of hours you put in. That was always second to none for me. To fill in some of the spaces, I grew up in Brooklyn, melting pot neighborhood, working class family. Nobody in my family had gone to college before. I was academically minded, and great advice from my parents. Book knowledge is great, but you got to couple it with people awareness. So I always was encouraged and got out there and stickball and punchball and touch football and athletics to this day are very much a part of my life and that of my four children. So that the idea of just refining your knowledge. But my parents died when I was within a year of each other, unrelated, when I was 18. And I was left with the munificent sum of $4,000 I was a freshman at NYU. I was there on scholarship based on my academic record. But with $4,000, I knew that I was destined. I never liked blood, so I was not going to be a doctor. And being Jewish, I had to be a profession. So I knew that between medicine and law, I would study law. And did I know anything about what that meant? Honestly, no. But to rise above your station, to rise above, that was education, work hard. So I had to work hard all throughout college to maintain a B plus average. In law school, when I went to Harvard, to maintain a scholarship that I had there. And work ethic is such a part of that. When I got the job to be a lawyer or the lawyer, a lawyer for 6 months and then chief lawyer in that period for Columbia Records. By that time I was married. I had one child with another on the way. I went back to law school at night to study unfair competition because Columbia was facing a monopoly lawsuit for its record club. It was an area I did not know about. So I go into this detail because a work ethic is so essential. Never take anything for granted and be prepared to work whatever is needed. You keep the bar up there, you keep the standards up there, and you learn. And the other great thing, of course, is I discovered a passion that I never knew would happen through luck to becoming the lawyer for Columbia Records. And, it was something that I just had to learn everything about it. But it's wonderful. If for advice for those here interested in music, I wouldn't be scared because of the digital revolution. You know that what you're doing is obsoleted by technology if there's no need for it. Fortunately, music, we all have a tremendous need for music. And so in committing yourself to music and committing yourself to a life in music, I think you should not be worried about that, even though we're going through a tough time right now as an industry. But if you love what you do, as I found that I did, it's the greatest gift of all, where hours don't mean anything, and your work ethic, you're working in a field that you love. And so from that point of view, I'm so grateful.